Case now the Raoult's law case 1. Case 1 for when liquid in liquid solution, when liquid in liquid solution, and both the liquids, this liquid and this liquid, it means the this is the solvent and this is the solute, both are volatile, both are volatile. It means they can be converted into the vapor phase. Now let us consider a binary solution of two volatile liquids and denoted the two components A and B. Two components A and B. In this diagram, the two components A and B both are volatile and taken as a in the solution. This is the liquid phase, and when they heated up, then these molecules goes into the vapor phase. A and B both are in the vapor phase, so these are volatile. When taken in the closed vessel, both the components would evaporate and eventually the equilibrium would be established between the vapor phase and the liquid phase. After some time, an equilibrium existed between the vapor phase and the liquid phase, and the pressure exerted by these gases A and B on its surface, on the surface of this liquid, on the surface of this liquid, that pressure is the vapor pressure exerted by the gases, that is the vapor pressure. Here we consider A as a solute and B as a solvent. Now let the total pressure, let the total pressure P total and PA and PB are the partial vapor pressure of two components A and B respectively. These partial pressure, these partial vapor pressure are related to the mole fractions chi A and chi B. These are the mole fractions of A and B of two component A and B respectively. Now applying the Raoult's law, for component A, Raoult's law said that the P is directly proportional to the mole fraction. Here the for component A, PA, that is the partial vapor pressure of component A, is directly proportional to the mole fraction of component A. When we remove this proportionality sign by equal to, then a constant, that is P naught A, comes. Here P naught A is the vapor pressure of pure component A. Pure component A, it means it is alone component A in the liquid phase and in the vapor phase A. There is not a solution of A and B. When the component A is only alone, then the vapor pressure exerted by the component A on its surface. In such condition, the vapor pressure of A is known as the vapor pressure of pure component and represented as P naught A. Similarly, for the component B, P naught B is directly proportional to the chi B. When we remove this proportionality sign, then PB becomes equal to the P naught B chi B. Here P naught B is also here P naught B is the vapor pressure of pure component B, of pure component B. Now we apply the Dalton's partial pressure law. Dalton's partial pressure law said that the total vapor pressure is always equal to the sum of the vapor pressures of all individual gases. Here P total becomes equal to the PA plus PB. PA and PB, these are the vapor pressure of component A and B in the solution. Now from equation 1 and 2, we put the values of PA and PB. PA equals to P naught A chi A and PB equals to P naught B chi B from these equations, that is this one and this one. So by putting the values, we get this equation. We also know that chi A plus chi B equals to 1. Hence chi A equals to 1 minus chi B. Hence we put the value of chi A, that's equals to 1 minus chi B. Or we can also put the value of chi B equals to 1 minus chi A here. If we do this, then we get the equation this. When we further solve this equation, then when we open this becomes the P naught B here plus and minus P chi A P naught B here. In this and this, there are the one component is common, that is chi A, and chi A is the common. We can put out that is a chi B, P naught B as it is, and from here and here we can put the chi B A as a common and remains in the bracket, that is P naught A here and minus P naught B here. This is the equation 3. This equation gives the following conclusions. First is that is the total pressure over the solution can be related to the mole fraction of any one component. Look at here, P total, there is none, there is only one component, that is chi A. Here in this equation there is no chi B. So total pressure is related to the mole fraction of any one component. And second conclusion, that is the total vapor pressure over the solution varies linearly with the mole fraction of component A. Linearly varies linearly, it means this follow the linear equation, that is y equal to mx plus c. Follow this equation. So these are the conclusions. In the next video we will discuss about the graph that is vapor pressure versus mole fraction. Thank you.